How do you blur the backgrounds in your video? Gather your village people. Let's talk about it. See, what you call blurring of background in cinematography parlance is called depth of field. Depth of field is basically the field of view of your camera. Now, we have two kinds of depth of field. You have the wide depth of field or the narrow depth of field. A narrow depth of field simply means that the field of view of your camera is narrowed to a particular central area of focus, blurring out every other thing. Just like what you're watching right now. The field of view is narrowed towards me, blurring out every other thing. A wide depth of field means that the field of view of your camera is wide, which means it sees more. It is not narrowing focus to one particular area. So how do you achieve that narrowing of focus? There are three important factors to consider. The first factor is distance. And to achieve good depth of field, you have to create good distance between your subject and the background. As a matter of fact, if you use a smartphone, you need to even create farther distance than someone who uses a digital camera, because the depth of field of your smartphone, even if the aperture of your lens, of the lens of your smartphone is 1.5, you will not be able to get very good depth of field with it. So you move your subject far from your background. Say 10-15 meters thereabout if you have the space. The second factor is aperture. If you've not seen my video on aperture, go and watch it before you come back to watch this. Aperture is an opening within your lens that determines the amount of light that is let into your camera through the lens. The wider your aperture, the more light enters. The smaller your aperture, the less light enters. A wide aperture means more light enters through your lens to your camera. So it invariably means that your camera can see more. So it's easier for it to narrow focus to a central point. If you use a small aperture, on the other hand, it means less light is allowed in. And what that means is that the camera does not see so clearly. There's not so much light. So what does the camera do? It doesn't narrow focus. It just sees everything, looks at everything the same, so you don't have good depth of field. The final factor you should consider is focus. You have to be very careful in ensuring that your focus is on the subject. Else, you have every other thing in focus and blow out your subject. If you work with cameras, this is a lot easier for you. But if you're a mobile videographer, a bonus tip, in your third-party camera app, like the Blackmagic camera app, go down and turn on cinematic in the modes. It has different modes. It has extreme, standard, cinematic, and then off. Choose cinematic. Don't use the wide lens. Use maybe the 48mm thereabout to shoot. You can even use the periscope if you can move your phone a lot farther from your subject to get your framing. The longer the focal length of the camera you're using, the better your chances of getting the depth of field. But remember, move your subject as far away from the background as you can. If you are close to the background, the camera will see everything as one. One love will keep you people together. Now you can thank me. Follow for more tips on filmmaking, cinematography, and content creation.